On May the 10th, 2001, after nearly 2 years of relative secrecy, the cast and crew of The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, headed to the Cannes Film Festival. Excitement was palpable. This was arguably the first film whose production had been followed in earnest by fans on the internet. Yet remarkably, what was screening on that day in Cannes, 7 months before the final film was released, was to be the first footage from the hugely ambitious trilogy that was ever screened in public. Director Peter Jackson, along with his cast and crew, were nervous. They were committed to making 3 films, and they needed this mini premiere to have the desired effect. It did. In amongst the 26 minutes shown that day was the key sequence from the theatrical cut, the 14-minute trek through the mines of Moria. Sean Astin, who played Samwise Gamgee in the films, wrote in his book about the making of the trilogy that the subsequent Cannes reception was the moment where he realised his life was about to change forever. 2 years before, it all seemed very different. For those who arrived in New Zealand in August 1999 for the exhausting shoot of the 3 intense films back to back, the glamour was stripped away within hours of stepping off the plane. Director Peter Jackson stationed his cast in an old paint factory in the suburbs of Wellington pretty much from the off. It was far from a luxurious Hollywood soundstage with no soundproofing and no heating. And that's where key Lord of the Rings footage was shot. The last member of the principal cast to join the film was Viggo Mortensen, who actually took on the role of Aragorn once filming had already begun. But in this scene here, you'll notice we only see one side of his face. The reason? Well, Mortensen bruised his cheek in a surfing accident the day before the scene was shot, and director Peter Jackson improvised. By the way, if you're looking to see Sean Astin in another one of his much-loved roles, you can always pick up a copy of the timeless The Goonies.